Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back after the break. Let us learn passive voice today. Passive voice or al-fi'l majhul. We have in English like he ate an apple was eaten by him, and so on. So was eaten, was opened, and so on. He opened the door was opened by him. So we will study the passive voice in Arabic, and in Arabic passive voice is very simple, inshallah, as you will see. So all the verbs that we have studied so far were in active voice, like fa'ala, he did, or fataha, he opened. Fa'ala becomes fu'ila, like fataha, he opened, futiha is opened, and yaf'alu, he opens, or yaftahu, he opens, yuftahu, it is opened. So the same pattern is followed for fi'l madi and fi'l mudari. And interestingly, passive voice applies only to fi'l madi and fi'l mudari, of course including feminine forms. So, and there is no passive voice for amr and nahi, no passive voice for the ism fa'il, ism maf'ul, and fi'l. By the way, this ism maf'ul is from is related to passive voice. Like fataha, he opened, the opener is fatih. Futiha is opened, something is opened, he is opened, and what is it? That is maftuh. So passive voice is related with ism maf'ul. So naturally, if there is no passive voice, there is no ism maf'ul. For example, qama, he stood up. Okay, so the one who stands up is qa'im. Nobody is affected, so there is no ism maf'ul. Similarly, qama, he stood up. Nobody is affected, so there is no qima. Okay, there is no passive voice for such verbs. Let us practice. Okay, as far as structure is concerned, so translate fu'ila, it was done. Okay, fa'ala, he did, fu'ila, it was done. Fu'ilu, they were done. Fu'ilta, you were done. And fu'iltum, you all were done. Fu'iltu, I was done. Fu'ilna, we were done. It may not have any meaning, but this is the structure. This is the structure. Fu'ila, fu'ilu, fu'ilta, fu'iltum, fu'iltu, fu'ilna. Yuf'alu is being done. It is being done, or he is being done. Yuf'aluna,
they are being done.
Tuf'alu,
you are being done.
Tuf'aluna,
you all are being done.
You all are being done. Uf'alu,
I am being done.
Nuf'alu,
we are being done.
And huwa fu'ila, hiya fu'ilat. Huwa yuf'alu, hiya tuf'alu. So repeat after me. Fu'ila, fu'ilu.
Fu'ila, fu'ilu.
Fu'ilta, fu'iltum.
Fu'ilta, fu'iltum.
Fu'iltu, fu'ilna.
Fu'iltu, fu'ilna.
Yuf'alu, yuf'aluna.
Yuf'alu, yuf'aluna.
Tuf'alu, tuf'aluna.
Tuf'alu, tuf'aluna.
Uf'alu, nuf'alu.
Uf'alu, nuf'alu.
Once more. Fu'ila, fu'ilu.
Fu'ila, fu'ilu.
Fu'ilta, fu'iltum.
Fu'ilta, fu'iltum.
Fu'iltu, fu'ilna.
Fu'iltu, fu'ilna.
Yuf'alu, yuf'aluna.
Yuf'alu, yuf'aluna.
Tuf'alu, tuf'aluna.
Tuf'alu, tuf'aluna.
Uf'alu, nuf'alu.
Uf'alu, nuf'alu.
Huwa fu'ila, hiya
fu'ilat.
Huwa yuf'alu, hiya
tuf'alu.
It looks little awkward sometimes, but believe me, it's very, very useful when you learn, and especially when you teach the Quran, when you are in the middle of verses. For example, I say, كيف تكفرون بالله وكنتم أمواتا ثم أحياكم ثم يميتكم ثم إليه ترجعون. Just let's take the word ترجعون. One sign, ترجعون, tells me 5 things. 5 things. TPI is extremely useful when you teach the Quran, actually. Much more useful than what you're learning now. So, turja'un, when I teach people in a class, I will say, can you show me turja'un? And within 1 second, I will know who has understood turja'un. The right sign is like this. So, this sign tells you 5 things. What are they? If I lift my right hand, it is masculine. And if I raise it at this level, it is madi, it is mudari. If I keep one finger, it is singular, it is plural. 4 fingers, plural. If I, instead of taking here, if I bring it here, it is second person. And if I rotate it like this is passive. So you don't have to say masculine, fi'l madi, second person, passive voice, and plural. All those are just shown in one sign. turja'un. So it's very useful. So let us apply it to a couple of verbs, starting with fataha. Fataha means he opened. Futiha, he was opened. Whether it carries meaning or not, it depends on context, but we are learning the system. Okay, so repeat after or translate. Futiha, he was opened. Futihu,
they were opened.
Futihta,
you was opened.
you were opened. Futihtum,
you all were opened.
Futihtu, I was opened. Futihna,
we were opened.
Yuftahu,
he is being
he is
opened.
being opened. Yuftahuna,
they are being opened.
Tuftahu,
you are being opened.
Tuftahuna,
you all are being opened.
Uftahu,
I am being opened.
Nuftahu.
we are being opened.
And huwa futiha hiya, futihat. Huwa yuftahu hiya,
Tuftahu.
Repeat after me. Futiha, futihu.
Futiha, futihu.
Futihta, futihtum.
Futihta, futihtum.
Futihtu, futihna.
Futihtu, futihna.
Yuftahu, yuftahuna.
Yuftahu, yuftahuna.
Tuftahu, tuftahuna.
Tuftahu, tuftahuna.
Uftahu, nuftahu.
Uftahu, nuftahu.
Once again. Futiha, futihu.
Futiha, futihu.
Futihta, futihtum.
Futihta, futihtum.
Futihtu, futihna.
Futihtu, futihna.
Yuftahu, yuftahuna.
Yuftahu, yuftahuna.
Tuftahu, tuftahuna.
Tuftahu, tuftahuna.
Uftahu, nuftahu.
Uftahu, nuftahu.
Huwa futiha hiya,
Futihat.
huwa yuftahu hiya,
Tuftahu.
yuftahu. Similarly, nusira. Nasara means he helped. Nusira, he was helped. Okay, so repeat after me. Nusira, nusiru.
Nusira, nusiru.
Nusirta, nusirtum.
Nusirta, nusirtum.
Nusirtu, nusirna.
Nusirtu, nusirna.
Yunsaru, yunsaruna.
Yunsaru, yunsaruna.
Tunsaru, tunsaruna.
Tunsaru, tunsaruna.
Unsaru, nunsaru.
Unsaru, nunsaru.
Huwa nusira hiya,
Nusirat.
huwa yunsaru hiya,
Tunsaru.
tunsaru. Similarly, we have, or let us repeat nusira once more because it occurs many times in the Quran. I mean the pattern of nusira. Nusira, nusiru.
Nusira, nusiru.
Nusirta, nusirtum.
Nusirta, nusirtum.
Nusirtu, nusirna.
Nusirtu, nusirna.
Yunsaru, yunsaruna.
Yunsaru, yunsaruna.
Tunsaru, tunsaruna.
Tunsaru, tunsaruna.
Unsaru, nunsaru.
Unsaru, nunsaru.
Huwa nusira hiya,
Nusirat.
huwa yunsaru hiya,
Tunsaru.
Daraba. Daraba means he hit. Duriba, he was hit. Okay, daraba, he hit. Duriba, he was hit. So repeat after me. Duriba, duribu.
Duriba, duribu.
Duribta, duribtum.
Duribta, duribtum.
Duribtu, duribna.
Duribtu, duribna.
Yudrabu, yudrabuna.
Yudrabu, yudrabuna.
Tudrabu, tudrabuna.
Tudrabu, tudrabuna.
Udrabu, nudrabu.
Udrabu, nudrabu.
Huwa duriba hiya.
Duribat.
Duribat. Huwa yudrabu hiya.
Tudrabu.
Udrabu. Once again. Duriba, duribu.
Duriba, duribu.
Duribta, duribtum.
Duribta, duribtum.
Duribtu, duribna.
Duribtu, duribna.
Yudrabu, yudrabuna.
Yudrabu, yudrabuna.
Tudrabu, tudrabuna.
Tudrabu, tudrabuna.
Udrabu, nudrabu.
Udrabu, nudrabu.
Huwa duriba hiya.
Duribat.
Huwa yudrabu hiya.
Tudrabu.
Tudribu. Hiya tudrabu. Sorry. Hiya tudrabu. Now we'll take the fourth and last in these important patterns. Sumi'a. Sumi'a means, Sama'a means he heard. Sumi'a, he was heard. Okay. So repeat after me. Sumi'a, sumi'u.
Sumi'a, sumi'u.
Sumi'ta, sumi'tum.
Sumi'ta, sumi'tum.
Sumi'tu, sumi'na.
Sumi'tu, sumi'na.
Yusma'u, yusma'una.
Yusma'u, yusma'una.
Tusma'u, tusma'una.
Tusma'u, tusma'una.
Usma'u, nusma'u.
Usma'u, nusma'u.
Huwa sumi'a hiya.
Sumi'at.
Huwa yusma'u hiya.
Tusma'u.
Tusma'u. Very, very interesting point to note. Please note this interesting point. Whether it is from Fataha, Nasara, Daraba or Sami'a, all four patterns merge into the same pattern for passive voice. Whether it is Nasara, Yansuru, it is the same. Nusira, Yunsaru. Or it is Sama'a, Yasma'u, Sami'a, Yasma'u, still it is Sumi'a, Yusma'u. So passive voice patterns for all of them is same. Fu'ila, yuf'alu. Whether it is Fataha, Nasara, Daraba, Sami'a, all of them are same. Okay, so that makes life simple. As far as Mazid fi are concerned, let us take at least two of them, like Nuzzila. Nazzala means he sent down. Nuzzila, he was sent down. We can make Subbiha also, but Nuzzila is more kind of clearly understood. So Nuzzila, he was sent down. So repeat after me. Nuzzila nuzzilu.
Nuzzila nuzzilu.
Nuzzilta nuzziltum.
Nuzzilta nuzziltum.
Nuzziltu nuzzilna.
Nuzziltu nuzzilna.
Yunazzalu yunazzaluna.
Yunazzalu yunazzaluna.
Tunazzalu tunazzaluna.
Tunazzalu tunazzaluna.
Unazzalu nunazzalu.
Unazzalu nunazzalu.
Huwa nuzzila hiya.
Nuzzilat.
Huwa yunazzalu hiya. Tunazzalu. Okay. And akhraja means he brought out. Ukhrija, he was brought out. Akhraja, he brought out. Ukhrija, he was brought out. We can do it for anzala also. Anzala unzila. So ukhrija means he was brought out. Let us practice. Ukhrija ukhriju.
Ukhrija ukhriju.
Ukhrijta ukhrijtum.
Ukhrijta ukhrijtum.
Ukhrijtu ukhrijna.
Ukhrijtu ukhrijna.
Yukhraju yukhrajuna.
Yukhraju yukhrajuna.
Tukhraju tukhrajuna.
Tukhraju tukhrajuna.
Ukhraju nukhraju.
Ukhraju nukhraju.
Huwa ukhrija hiya ukhrijat. Huwa yukhraju hiya tukhraju. So there are very interesting changes in the verbs, and be very careful. For example, we have kharaja yakhruju, akhraja yukhriju. Yukhriju will have yukhraju. So yukhriju, he brings out, and yukhraju, he is brought out. Similarly, we have nazala yanzilu, anzala yunzilu, and this is yunzalu. Nazala yanzilu. Nazala, he came down. Yanzilu, he comes down. He comes down, nobody is affected. So where there is nobody is affected, no passive voice. Okay. And same thing is true for the rest of the derived forms. Wherever there is passive voice, there can be, wherever there is ism maf'ul, there can be passive. And inshallah, we'll see you in the next lesson. Subhanallah wa bihamdihi, subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika, nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
ইসলামিক মিডিয়া বিডি সম্পূর্ণ সহিহ আকীদা ভিত্তিক একটি অনলাইন মিডিয়া। ইসলামের সহি জ্ঞান সবার মাঝে ছড়িয়ে দিয়ে দুনিয়া ও আখিরাতে মহা কল্যাণ অর্জন করাই এই মিডিয়াটির মূল লক্ষ্য। পরিপূর্ণ সহিহ আকীদা ভিত্তিক এই চ্যানেলটি সাবস্ক্রাইব করার জন্য সকলের প্রতি বিশেষ অনুরোধ রইল। আল্লাহ সকলকে উত্তম প্রতিদান দিক এবং আমাদের এই চ্যানেলটিকে কবুল করে নিক। আমিন। আমাদের সাথে যোগাযোগ youtube.com/islamicmediabd17 islamicmediabd17@gmail.com facebook.com/bd.selimhosen youtube.com/selimhosen আলহামদুলিল্লাহ। আল্লাহ সকলকে ভালো রাখুক, সুস্থ রাখুক, পরিপূর্ণ ঈমান এবং আমলের উপর রাখুক। আমিন। আসসালামু আলাইকুম ওয়া রাহমাতুল্লাহ।